score, and you can set the tone and set the pace for what your season is going to be like by winning a game like this early. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, there is so much anticipation as Oregon meets Indiana. You remember the beatdown from last season. That was one of the most iconic plays of the college football playoff, the pick six early in the game to really set the tone. But Oregon, Dante Moore has redemption on his mind. He knows that he is a better version of himself this season, and he can't wait to prove it against Indiana today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Hoosiers ready to kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top 5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a prove-it game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
You're right, David. It's fun to find out this early in the year between 2 top 5 teams. Just who are these guys? What do they do well? What do they not do well? How mentally and physically tough are they? Because that's going to answer a lot of questions as the season goes on.
Dante Moore makes the catch. It's Hill. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Caught in the backfield, it's Preston.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
And the Hoosiers can really attack on this 2nd and short. The run inside. It's Martin. Maybe some room here. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman, like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be through.
Caught, and he's got room. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
The Hoosiers with the 1st and 10. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Pulls it in. It's Preston. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Running the red zone. It's Richard. Just a little more room, and maybe he gets it in. He's pushed out of bounds at the 8. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Touchdown, Hoosiers! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Coming out with it, it's Bear. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Flips it out to the back.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Here's more to throw. The screen, and watch out. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And the Ducks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Running inside, it's Davison. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
Tight end now in motion. Throwing more. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
So now it's second and long. He might want another play. Moore to the air. He's got him this time. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Powers through the defender. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Moore. Got a man. It's Hooks. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed him for the defensive holding penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Grabbed behind the line. It's Moore. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wideout. Dante Moore. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Moore will throw. Looking deep.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. Calls his own number. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
And the extra point is good. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. That's caught. It's Marsh. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. And the Hoosiers moving quickly to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Turning it on. Got enough for the first. Touchdown Ducks! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. 1 snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Runs through a tackle. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Back to pass, it's Hoover. That's reeled in, it's Preston. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
On the ground, it's Richard. Oh, he's got some space. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Running it inside the 30 and finally out of bounds at the 27. The Hoosiers headed quickly to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Got it behind the line. It's Preston. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. He wants to throw it. Swings it out to his running back. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
And the Hoosiers will line it up on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. The screen, he's got wheels. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
And the offense punches it in again, and we called his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And they did tack on the extra point. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Now Oregon will call its 2nd timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Here's more to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Moore to the air. Finds his man. It's Moore. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Gonna run it. It's Richard. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Inside. It's Martin. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Pulls and fired complete. Touchdown, Indiana! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Throwing Moore. Here's a heat. Buried before he complete.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And the Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Moore will throw. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Really great job in coverage by the defender on that play, swatting the ball away.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Moore, play action. Pressure coming. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his man. It's Barker. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Oh, it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 30. Inside the touchdown. Ducks took it all the way back to the house.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellows, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We kick things off with Arkansas taking on the number 17 team, the Utah Utes. And it's the Razorbacks with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to throw. It's Hoover. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. Got it. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on fourth down. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. What a nice play. And even with the short return, they're in scoring position at the 18.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Moore. Snagged in the middle. It's Hooks. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
They'll move the tight end. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Dante Moore. That's caught. It's Davison. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
A field goal here would put them on top, but a touchdown's what you want in a game like this. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. He wants it all. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Breaks into the open. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a 1st down.
Listen, that ain't what the offense expected, but they're plenty happy about it. You just try to create a little bit of room. I don't want to throw out of my own end zone, right? Then I can create a safety. I'm worried about passing. I'm worried about the quarterback. Even if he slips, something happens, but nice job just creating some space, running the football, springing one loose. I will take it. I didn't think he was going to go that far, but I'll take it.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air, it's Hoover. Got his man. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. And the whistle blows as they bring out the trainers to have a look at an injured Duck. Trainers out having a look at this junior defensive back. Holly Rowe will update us on his condition. The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Martin. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. It's Morris. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
And the Hoosiers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Caught behind the line. It's Marsh. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
The Hoosiers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the ground, it's Richard. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the 2nd and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a 3rd down.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
And the Hoosiers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Off the play fake. Bring in the heat. He'll try to do it himself. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up 1 on the play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. There's a crease. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
The Hoosiers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Pulls and fires complete to the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
The corners are walked up tight. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got it! They take the lead here in the fourth.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the fourth quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Here's Moore to throw. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. Breaks the tackle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Earlier, trailing in the game, someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it out...
They've got a first down here. Want to start his bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Moore to the air. Pocket breaking down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And I tell you what, when you got a guy that is that good at dissecting your defense, you better get pressure. Nice job by the defense, hurrying him up, speeding up the thought process.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Throwing Moore. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hooks. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Third and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. They'll try to bully their way for the first. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Moore to throw for it on fourth down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And that was one of those gotta have it. I mean, it's fourth quarter, fourth down. We gotta get some points. Palmer, they needed that one.
Yeah, all routes have to be run at the right depth, and the ball's got to come out at the right time. Nice job there by the quarterback, working through his progression, finding the open man, and keeping this drive alive.
Of course, it was the quarterback. I thought it was the receiver, but whatever.
Moore. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Moore will throw. Got it in the middle. It's Stewart. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. The run inside. It's Davison.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Dante Moore. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hill. No siree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Offense changing the play. In the gun on 3rd down, Moore. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And after that incompletion on 3rd and long, because of where they are in the field and because they have a narrow lead, you'd expect this team to just go ahead, kick the field goal, and take the points.
And it's good! We are all tied up here in the 4th.
I am not always the most positive guy towards kickers. We all know that. But how about that, man? First opportunity in the game, in the 4th quarter, when your team needed it, the game now tied because of his foot.
Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Hoover. Zings it complete to the right. Edmond makes the grab in their space. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
When quarterbacks learn to take checkdowns, man, they become way more efficient. They become way better. They get way more possessions, and he does a really good job. It's not his primary guy, but he looks down the field. He doesn't force the football, but checks it down to his running back and still makes a big play because it was the right decision.
And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. After the holding penalty, 1st and 20 for this offense. Looking for room, it's Richard. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The Ducks signal for their 1st timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. Trying to impose their will with the run. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Now Oregon will call its second timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Running inside, it's Martin. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. He got it! And now they've taken the lead in the final 2 minutes and set the stage for a great finish.
Well, the offense and special teams did their job, right? Here late in the fourth quarter, they put themselves now in position to win this game. It all comes down to the defense. Can they deliver? If they get the stop, they win this game.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Here's Moore to throw. Back open in the middle. And they're able to make the tackle.
Well, this certainly hasn't been a career day for the quarterback, right? He's thrown a couple of picks, hasn't thrown for a ton of yards, but his team is in position to win this game, and they need him to make plays now, a 2-minute situation, to pull this one out. He's got the talent to do it. Let's find out what he does.
Firing to the right, complete. Makes the grab and room to run. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Ducks come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Motion from the back. Moore to the air. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. They'll go play action with Moore. Unloads to the wideout. This time he's got his man. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Throwing Moore. Got his man. There he goes. Touchdown, Oregon. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a late touchdown in the final minute that is likely the game winner here. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Fires to the ball is loose. And the ball is going to land out of bounds. They'll maintain possession and pick up a few yards in the process. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver.
Trying to get behind the defense. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Yeah, and that's incomplete. And that last play, you wanted to try to make this next play more manageable, right? You wanted to cut it down. Now, you got no options. Send big, tall, fast guys deep. Buy time with your quarterback to scramble around so they can get back there. Throw that puppy up. Fold your hands together, say a little prayer, and hope it works.
And he throws another interception, his third of the night.
And how about the defense coming up with a big play late in this football game? Offense trying to put something together. But, man, they anticipated pass. They played with great vision in the back end, broke on the football, Palmer, and they called game.
Yeah, they had the lead. They knew the offense was probably going to have to be throwing the football to try to get back in this thing, and everybody's eyes on the QB. What a great job jumping in front of the pass. Forget knocking it down. Catch the ball, pick it off, end the game.
Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.